So Results started in 2007, a program where we're going to take children out and expose them to different institutions of academic learning, specifically in the areas of math and science. The reason we went to Results is because we wanted to find a way to take urban children, Chester and vicinity primarily, and have them to be exposed to resources in the area that would heighten and enhance their education experience. We took a look at a few people that we knew were successful. One was my daughter, who had an opportunity to go to Princeton University. And we asked ourselves a question: what is it about jazz, and what did we do with jazz that allowed her to have that wonderful opportunity at Princeton? And one of the conclusions we came to was that we exposed Jasmine to a number of things, plus she went to Princeton University at least 20 times. So with Results, we said that we would take children and essentially take them on field trips, class trips, to different places in the area.
My son Lonnie Richardson attended Results for 3 years. All throughout his high school years, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. He actually participated in all of the high school workshops and attended the different colleges. It was great because it actually gave him an opportunity to attend one of the greatest colleges that exists today, the Naval Academy. So he's now a student at the Naval Academy. He received a full scholarship there. So he attended their prep school for a year, and now he's in his senior year. He'll graduate in 2015.
Results, it was very beneficial in the sense that you got a lot of college exposure, and so a lot of people, especially in that time, in that age group, don't really have that experience. They're not able to see schools or see what they want to find in a school, or even recognize some of the challenges that they may face during while they're trying to get to that secondary education. So I felt that it was beneficial in the way that I got a lot of exposure and I got to know what I wanted from my education and how to go about getting to that phase.
Hi, my name is Christian Matthews. I'm the new director for Results. Mainly I work with the Results upperclassmen in the high school. I love Results because it's a program that is really unlike anything else in the neighborhood. It gives you a chance to take the youth and take them on college tours. Let them go and see different schools that they won't be able to be accessible to.
What excites me about Results are just the possibilities it holds for the youth. You don't have very much inspiration or anything to be inspired about, like just going through the city of Chester. I've been through the program myself, and now just the fact that I'm able to help these kids get excited about the future, it's just really powerful.
So here's what we did. We went out and we interviewed a number of public school teachers from around the country, and primarily in urban areas, and we asked them if there was one thing that you could add to the public school experience that would change, you believe would have an impact on those children to heighten their education experience, what would it be? Now, we got a number of responses, but one thing that was consistent was the return of the class trips. Getting students out of their environment, out of what they see day to day, into a new understanding, a new space where they would have a chance to broaden their horizons. And that gave us an idea to be able to take these children, instead of them having maybe one trip a year at school, now they would have that one trip from school, but plus 12 additional trips. 12 trips, 12 months on the road again. That's our motto.
Something special about the Results trip to Washington, D.C. was the fact that we got to go to the White House and go to the Capitol House, and we also got to go to so many different Smithsonians. My favorite is the American Smithsonian because of all the different characters, like the Elmo or the wives of the president's dresses all in one room.
My favorite was the Maryland Science Center. I liked the physics lab. It was really active, and I liked the tug of war. My family had a nice time doing it.
My favorite Results trip, or trips I should say, were to the Academy of Natural Science in Philadelphia. All of the workshops there were great, but there was one in particular that was the workshop on CSI. the CXI exhibit. So the kids got a chance to lay down on the ground in the dark, and then we had the infrared sensors to read their body heat. That was the best workshop ever. So
My favorite one was the Air and Space Museum. I remember going there when I was in middle school. It's just, I've never been to anything like it before, and it was just, I'm really in touch with a lot of technology stuff, so that kind of just little broadened my horizons there and just let me know that there's more technology out there than just what I see in this normal day, because I've never been there in Space Museum, even to this day now. I've only been there with Results.
And so that's what Results does. It actually takes the children out on 12 class trips. But here's the really exciting thing. So when Results kicked off in 2007, what we found was the response from the parents was so positive, because many of these parents, being urban people themselves and urban children at one time, also didn't have this level of exposure to the resources of the area. So these parents now, we saw, were learning just as much, if not more, than the children. And I'll never forget this statement a parent said to me one day. She said, Mike, you have changed the conversation around the table, because now in their home they're able to talk about more and different things, and it's opened their minds to see life completely different.
As a parent, the benefit of me being in the program had me an opportunity to see my child get some math and science and an opportunity so she can see her future.
I started out as a parent with 3 of my children involved, and then as the program evolved, I evolved as well, so I became director of Results for the middle school and elementary.
For the parents and the children, Results gives the parents the opportunity to spend quality time, dedicated quality time every month. And it gives them an opportunity to do a variety of different activities that they wouldn't normally do with the school program.
And we've gotten responses from teachers telling us how the children that are going on these trips for Results are more focused in the learning environment because of the repetition that we have in our trips. We don't just go to someplace one time. We go multiple times, where the children not only get to know the facility, but even some of the facilitators. So they're going in and they actually know these people by name. So when they come on these trips, I don't know about you, but when I was little, I used to get off the bus, run into the Franklin Institute, buzz around and try to touch all the things I could touch, and I run out there and somebody say, well, what was special? And it was nothing, because I touched everything. I never got a chance to learn anything. Now, because they've gone to the Franklin Institute 5 or 6 times over the years, 7 or 8 times at Longwood Gardens, 8 or 9 times at Tyler Arboretum, they know exactly what they're looking for.
First trip that I remember is Longwood Gardens, and I love the waterfall. It was really nice and pretty. The flowers were nice, and the whole place was just beautiful.
Is the Maryland Science Center in Baltimore, where we did so many different activities, like math activities, science activities, physical activities, and it was just amazing. And we got to learn more about planets, music, strength, and mental stuff.
The high school levels, what we try to do is in the 4 years, from 9th grade to 12th grade, we want these high school students to be exposed to more than 24 different colleges and universities. 24 different colleges and universities in 4 years. 24 different times to see what the college experiences are like. And what we ask them to do is to try to build their college. What's the U University? What's U University? What's it look like? So it may be a piece of Princeton. It may be a piece of Arcadia. It may be a piece of Temple. It may be a piece of the University of Pennsylvania. It may be a piece of Cheyney State University. It may be a piece of those colleges that pulls it all together, that allows these children to have what they must have and what they can do away with when they make their decisions.
So about going to different colleges and universities, I get to see what colleges benefit me and are going to help me achieve my goal.
Results helped me to find that identity that I was looking for, and also just once again the exposure was amazing. We got to see many places, Johns Hopkins, a couple Ivy League schools, Villanova, Rutgers, all over the East Coast. So it was awesome.
And we're really excited that in the 4 children that have come through Results, 2 of them actually picked colleges that we've actually visited. And this most recent class, one student went to Westchester University and one went to Washington College. And Washington College was a place that we actually had a chance to visit. Westchester was not. So this is what we want to see, so these children have an idea of where they're going.
I chose the Naval Academy because the results program, they pressed upon me the importance of education, and I feel like the academy was is one of the top colleges in America, and they also have a great sense of duty, service. The one factor that they all have is they all have that drive to do something great.
Results actually came to Washington College in 2012 when I was a student there. I was able to give them a tour, seeing as I was a tour guide at the time. It was really great to see is that now in 2014 we have a Results student who just started their freshman year this past August. It's really showing that these trips, they work. Being able to take the kids out to see schools that they wouldn't usually be able to see is working. And I'm really excited for the future.
So we believe Results is a good opportunity to prepare children from first grade to 12th grade to enter into a college experience that'll be second to none.